The United States of America is home to 50 unique and different states. Just like Canada, its provinces. Canada's provinces are Ontario, Alberta, Manitoba, Quebec, New Brunswick, British Columbia, Saskatchewan, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, since they're home to 10 provinces compared to 50 US states and the sizes are far apart, it sounds like there's really nothing to compare. However, believe it or not, some states have much more in common than you'd think. Today we're going through some of these 10 provinces, and we'll decide to which US states they're most comparable. The first one we'll look at is the comparable state of Texas with the province of Alberta. Texas and Alberta share numerous similarities. The first is that they are enormous and almost the same size. Alberta is 255,000 square miles, 661,000 square kilometers, approximately 5% smaller than Texas, but Texas is 269,000 square miles, 669,000 square kilometers. The biggest likeness is that both are the largest oil producers in their respective nations. A bit more than 3 million barrels of oil are produced daily by each of them. Since there's far too much oil for the Canadian market, 75% of Alberta's oil is shipped to the United States. Both have sizable agricultural sectors, particularly those related to cattle ranching. While Texas has roughly 12 million cattle, 13% of the US livestock, Alberta has about 5 million cattle, 40% of the Canadian cattle. People in both locations have a heritage of riding horses and donning cowboy hats as a result. Both have two major cities that are essentially the same size. While Calgary in Alberta is located 180 miles, 300 kilometers south of Edmonton, Houston in Texas is situated 240 miles, 390 kilometers south of Dallas. The main administrative hub of each country's oil industry is located in the southern of the two cities. Both are quite conservative by the norms of their respective nations, although Alberta is not as conservative as Texas, because the entire political spectrum of Canada is offset to the left of the US. This may be a result of their primary occupations, since those in the oil and cattle ranching industries frequently have independent, conservative viewpoints and dislike interference from the government. The key distinction is that Texas has 7 times as many people as Alberta and has 2 major cities that are roughly 5 times larger. It has significantly more influence in US federal politics than Alberta does in Canada because it is the second most populous state in the US. The next 2 that are most comparable are British Columbia and California. Both British Columbia and California boast stunning natural landscapes, ranging from picturesque coastlines to majestic mountains. British Columbia's coastline along the Pacific Ocean and California's iconic Pacific coastline offer breathtaking views and opportunities for outdoor activities. Additionally, both regions have diverse climates, with coastal areas experiencing milder temperatures, while inland areas can be more extreme. British Columbia and California serve as vital economic and trade centers within their respective countries. California has the largest economy of any US state, with a focus on technology, entertainment, agriculture, and manufacturing. Similarly, British Columbia plays a significant role in Canada's economy, particularly through its forestry, mining, technology, and film industries. The proximity to major ports in both regions enhances their trade relationships. While British Columbia is home to around 5.4 million people, California is home to 40.2 million people, which at first sounds like it isn't comparable at all. However, the 5.4 million of British Columbia is even with the 14.2% of the country's population, which is 38.25 million. Funny enough, while California is already home to more residents than the whole of Canada, they are respectively only home to 8.45% of the total US population, which is estimated to be around 340 million people. 14% and 8.5%, which of course isn't exactly the same, but again, it's sort of comparable. Also, residents of both British Columbia and California enjoy an active outdoor lifestyle. With access to beautiful natural landscapes, hiking trails, water activities, and winter sports, these regions attract individuals who appreciate and engage in outdoor recreation. California's Silicon Valley is a global hub for technology and innovation, and British Columbia's tech center, centered around Vancouver, is rapidly growing. Both regions have attracted tech companies, startups, and entrepreneurs, fostering innovation and contributing to their economies. When talking about economy, it's also important to mention that the GDP per capita which measures the richness of the residents, is again kind of comparable. As of 2021, British Columbia had a GDP per capita of $67,000, comparable to the $85,500 of California. However, what's even more comparable is the share of GDP the states both have. British Columbia has a share of 13.97% of the GDP of Canada, while that of California is just a bit higher, with 14.2% share of that of the United States. British Columbia and California are home to prestigious universities and educational institutions. These institutions play a crucial role in research, education, and talent development in various fields. Both regions have strong ties to the film and entertainment industries. Hollywood in California is renowned globally, and British Columbia has become a popular filming location for numerous TV shows and movies, earning it the nickname Hollywood North. The next two we're looking at are Ontario and New York. Now, I know you really can't compare if we're looking at size, since the size of Ontario covers 1.08 million kilometers squared, which is not comparable in any way to the 54,500 square kilometers of New York State. Still, they do have many things and factors that make them more comparable than you'd think. In 2020, Ontario's population was around 14.73 million, while New York's population was approximately 20.2 million. Both regions are among the most populous in their respective countries, with New York having the fourth largest population among U.S. states, and Ontario being Canada's most populous province. Ontario and New York are economic giants. In 2020, Ontario's GDP was approximately $868 billion, and New York's GDP was around $1.7 trillion. These numbers highlight their significant contributions to the national economies. Both regions are characterized by bustling urban centers. Ontario's capital, Toronto, is the largest city in Canada and is a major financial hub. New York's iconic city of the same name is a global financial and cultural powerhouse. Both Ontario and New York are celebrated for their cultural diversity. In Ontario, more than 200 ethnic origins are reported, with over 200 languages spoken. Similarly, New York City is known for its unparalleled cultural mosaic, with over a third of the population being foreign-born. In 2021, Ontario was home to more than 200 post-secondary institutions, contributing to a highly educated population. New York boasts renowned universities like Columbia and NYU, fostering innovation and intellectual capital. Both regions have diverse economies. Ontario has strengths in manufacturing, finance, technology, and healthcare. New York's economy spans finance, media, entertainment, and technology. Ontario and New York have vibrant arts and entertainment scenes. Toronto's film industry rivals Hollywood, while New York is a global cultural epicenter with Broadway, museums, and music venues. Both regions prioritize healthcare and medical research. Toronto's hospitals and research institutions are renowned, and New York's world-class medical facilities contribute to global advancements in healthcare. Ontario and New York are transportation hubs. Ontario's Toronto Pearson International Airport is one of the busiest in North America, and New York's JFK Airport serves as a major gateway to the U.S. Ontario's landscapes include the iconic Niagara Falls and the vast Great Lakes. New York features natural wonders like the Adirondack Mountains and the Finger Lakes. In summary, Ontario and New York share similarities in population size, economic prowess, cultural diversity, education, and innovation. These two regions, while distinct, both contribute significantly to their respective countries' economic, cultural, and social landscapes. Although we've already connected one state to British Columbia, California, there's also another state that does compare at many areas, Washington. Both regions have stunning Pacific coastlines. British Columbia's coastline stretches over 16,000 miles, while Washington boasts a picturesque coastline of about 3,000 miles along the Pacific Ocean. In 2020, British Columbia was home to a thriving tech industry, contributing over 16 billion Canadian dollars to the province's GDP. Washington, with its tech hub in Seattle, is home to giants like Microsoft and Amazon, playing a significant role in its economy. Both regions have thriving urban centers. Vancouver is British Columbia's largest city and a major economic hub, while Seattle is Washington's largest city and a global business and technology center. British Columbia's landscapes are diverse, featuring coastal rainforests, mountains, and lakes. Similarly, Washington boasts the Olympic Peninsula rainforests and the Cascade Range, showcasing its natural splendor. Both British Columbia and Washington offer ample opportunities for outdoor activities, such as hiking, skiing, and water sports, thanks to their stunning landscapes. Both regions embrace cultural diversity. Vancouver is known for its multiculturalism, and Seattle's vibrant neighborhoods celebrate various cultures and traditions. In 2020, British Columbia introduced the Clean BC Plan to combat climate change and promote clean energy. Washington has similar environmentally conscious initiatives, focusing on renewable energy and sustainability. British Columbia, and particularly Vancouver, is a popular filming location for TV shows and movies. Similarly, Washington has been featured in many films, contributing to its entertainment industry. Both regions prioritize education and research. British Columbia hosts renowned institutions like the University of British Columbia, while Washington's universities contribute to its innovation ecosystem. Both British Columbia and Washington are known for their healthcare and technology sectors, with Vancouver being a medical research hub and Seattle a tech powerhouse. In summary, British Columbia and Washington share parallels in their coastal beauty, tech, and innovation sectors, urban centers, outdoor lifestyles, and environmental consciousness. These similarities underscore their importance in shaping economic, cultural, and technological landscapes in their respective countries. Now, the last comparable state and province we're looking at today are Minnesota and Manitoba. Both regions have strong agricultural ties. In 2020, Minnesota was among the top U.S. states in corn and soybean production. Similarly, Manitoba is a key agricultural producer in Canada, known for its wheat, canola, and livestock. Minnesota and Manitoba are rich in natural resources. In 2020, Minnesota was a major iron ore producer and contributed to the U.S. forestry industry. Manitoba has significant hydroelectric power generation, mining, and forestry. Minnesota and Manitoba have historical ties to Indigenous cultures. They also share a history of European settlement, contributing to a blend of cultural influences. Both regions prioritize education and have renowned institutions. In 2020, Minnesota was home to the University of Minnesota, a top research institution. Manitoba's University of Manitoba is known for its contributions to research and education. Minnesota and Manitoba offer abundant outdoor activities. In 2020, Minnesota's famed Land of 10,000 Lakes provided opportunities for fishing, boating, and hiking. Similarly, Manitoba's diverse landscapes offer outdoor enthusiasts options for hunting, fishing, and wildlife observation. In 2021, both Minnesota and Manitoba ranked high in healthcare quality and overall quality of life indices, demonstrating their commitment to citizens' well-being. Minnesota and Manitoba share economic ties through cross-border trade and business partnerships, fostering economic cooperation between the two regions. In summary, Minnesota and Manitoba share similarities in population size, economic diversification, agricultural focus, natural resources, cultural heritage, and commitment to education and quality of life. These commonalities highlight their significance in shaping the cultural, economic, and social landscapes of their respective countries. So these were some Canadian provinces that are relatively similar and comparable to some U.S. states. Do you agree with these statements, or do you think other states and provinces are more comparable? Let me know in the comments which states and provinces you find the most comparable, and let me know why. Don't forget to like this video and to subscribe to the channel while you're on your way to the comments. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.